everybody, Mrs. Dudley here, your agriculture teacher. I'm hanging out at school. I'm getting a little work done in the memory garden. So our garden's a little overgrown and I've got my pruners here, so I'm doing a little pruning. So I thought for our horticulture demonstration today, I would teach you about pruning. All right, let's get started. The most important thing is to pay attention to the technique. So right where the leaves come off of the stem is a node. We call that area a node because it's really special. And at this area where the leaves come out, you have special cells and you have a different balance of hormones and chemicals within the plant. And these are the points of growth. So plants just don't willy-nilly grow a leaf or a branch. They need to be at these nodes, N-O-D-E, so a growing point. When you're pruning, basically what you're doing is you're taking off some growth of the plant, and so you're trying to make sure that the plant is healthy and it's getting all of the sunlight that it needs, but it's also not getting a little bit overgrown like we've had that situation right out here. And so when you're pruning, it's really important to make sure that you are pruning just above a node. Okay, you don't want to leave any space in between where the plant's going to start growing and where you've cut. Reducing that amount of space is really important so that your plants don't become vectors for disease or habitats for fungus. All right, so let me get my pruners and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, these are my handy dandy pruners. Love my little Fisker pruners. They're very useful. And so today we're going to just show you how to properly prune. So I'm going to identify my node. All right, I think that's a good spot. So I want my branch to be cut just about this length. I don't want it to be any longer than that. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to cut just above the next node. Do you see how my pruners are right there? I'm going to give that a nice cut. Okay, and then you can see that I have trimmed very, very close to that node. Now there still is just a little bit of space right there. That's okay. That's not something I'm worried about. Now, this is the right way to prune so that when it starts to grow, it's going to grow from this node and you're not even going to see where I pruned. The best pruning method doesn't look obvious. It looks like you didn't do anything. It looks like the plants are just growing on their own. Landscapes take a lot of work, but the best landscapes look like they're just natural and they just happen that way. Now I'm going to show you how not to do it. All right, you ready? Okay, this is not how you prune. You just go around and you're like, oh, I don't know, I think I want it to be about this big, and I'm going to do boop. So first of all, I didn't really pay attention. I didn't take time to look, so that's a problem. And now I have cut, instead of just above the node, I've cut under a node in a funky space. And what's going to happen right here is I've got about an inch of this stem that can host fungus, disease. It could start to rot. Not good. Not good. Basically, I've created a wound on a plant in a bad place where it can't heal itself properly. And I could be really asking for trouble here. So I'm going to fix my cut the proper way. And cut right above that node. Alright, you see how that's nice and flush there? And now it's going to be a really healthy plant. And once it starts to grow, it'll heal up that wound. And you won't even notice. It'll just look nice and trimmed. Cool. I'm feeling pretty good about the work that's been going on. So as you can see now, we've got two nicely trimmed hedges that are lining the entrance to our memory garden. Like I said, there's lots of work to be done, so I look forward to seeing you guys on campus. Thank you so much. Happy pruning.